Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be finishing up the last bit of my first cutting. Lord willing, all my equipment works. I had a swag that was really wet whenever I was putting up the rest of my hay, and it's finally dried out enough to get into it. I mowed it Thursday evening, so it's been sitting out on since Thursday, and I kicked it Saturday, and today's Monday, so it should be plenty dry enough to put up. I also mowed some ditches. I haven't made up my mind if I want to leave them laying there or if I actually want to bail them up, but we'll see as we get through the video. First thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to check all the fluids in the little Ford here, and then we're going to hook it up to the New Holland Rake. Oh, yeah. I remember one time as a kid with this little tractor, I opened it up to put some gas in it, and there was a mice nest up here next to the radiator. We had let it sit all winter, and I swear there was little rats. They went flying out here. They went flying out back here. It's just a big mess. And got plenty of water. All right. Let's see if she'll fire up. We'll turn the fuel on to it. I've got to unhook my plows. I was plowing the garden. So we'll go ahead and we'll unhook them after we see if it fires up. This one should start with no choke too. We'll see. All right, we've got our cultivators unhooked. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go over the rake and hook it up. Well, we got our rake hooked up. I got the jack stand off, and you can tell that this rake is very heavy. My hydraulic pump was kind of wanting to hop, skip, and bounce. So what we're going to do now that we've got it hooked up and the jack stands off, I'm just going to barely let the wheels down to take some weight off the tractor. And we'll go ahead and we'll put us some fuel in it, and we'll go ahead and get started. We may try to throw a little grass mowing video in between raking and baling hay. Maybe try to make things a little easier on my dad. I don't know, is it like against the law to mow your dad's yard? Like, you know how dads are picky with their yards? Like, is it against the law to do something with theirs? I don't know. Here's one of my toys that I so desperately need to focus on. I've had this truck since I was probably 14 or 15. And it's a real good truck. We finally got everything mechanically drivable on it. Now we're just kind of trying to focus on cosmetics. The bed's rusted out, floor pans are gone, things like that. It's just I don't know, it's just going to be a little project. We may try to show some videos. If we can ever get, you know, the for motivation to go ahead and start, we may try to show some videos fixing this truck up. So, feed the little rally car my dad bought. Now, if you're like me and you don't really have enough fuel consumption to actually get a tank, or you have some diesel tractors, some gas, and you're jugging all your fuel, so like you're going to the BP, you're going to the co-op, you're going to wherever and hauling it home in jugs, buy you a screened funnel. I'm telling you, you would not believe the crap that comes out of gas jugs. Either it comes out of my gas jugs or it comes out of the fuel. We'll see if we can, you know, put some fuel in this thing without spilling the precious gold as I'm sloshing it everywhere. We'll go ahead and take care of that problem too, where I've got some hay wanting to build up. It's just taking loose these two bolts right here and the whole grill comes out. 2 bolts, easy peasy. I swear it's 11 o'clock. And I'm done soaked with sweat. It's supposed to be in the 90s pretty much about all week from what the weatherman's saying. So if you're outside working, guys, make sure you stay really hydrated this week. I ended up selling my pull-behind New Holland rake the other day. I didn't really need two, and I really like this 3-point hitch rake. We're gonna head down here to the edge of this ditch, and we're gonna start raking back that way. We're just gonna try to rake it out of this swag. Like I said, I just mowed just a strip out through there. So we're gonna try to rake it up and throw it up this swag here. ditches raked out. I've got just a little bitty place over there that I raked up too. I don't know what the real name of it is, but it's kind of a swamp grass, and it's called, we call it dog hair. It only grows up to about that high maybe, and man, it's real thick, and it just takes forever to cure out, even in dry weather. So what we're going to do, we're going to get in the pretty good swag over here, and I may try to prop you up somewhere here in just a second and get some break-in footage. Well, I tried setting you up against my headphones. The grass is too high to see over the camera though. I am going to try to do something a little different today, because I've seen some comments. They said double up your windrows. So, I don't know. I never really have failed much first cut and doubled up windrows with my square baler. I have second cutting, but not any first cutting. So, we'll see how it turns out. Looks like pretty good hay. Still a little green underneath the bottom. My cousin, he's over there raking his hay. Worried if it is a little green on the bottom. Putting it up in a windrow and letting it dry out actually helps it more than what you think. Plus, I'm gonna go try to mow the yard and stuff too, so that'll give it a little extra time to dry out. Get me a tripod or a GoPro or something like that. I'm just trying this out on my phone. I haven't really made up my mind if I really want to get into YouTube or not, but if you guys want to see more content, let me know below. Like I said, you can dump a lot of money into video equipment and not really get your return, and I don't know, maybe it's just who I am, but I hate dumping money and not getting a return on it. Like I said, I'm just using my phone right now, and we're working with what we got. Well, we got it all raked. We're gonna go eat some lunch, and we'll see if we can't mow the yard a little, and then we'll start baling hay. Now, I'm gonna give you a tip on hooking stuff up. Got the old yellow handle sow belly here. I've got a trash can down at the barn with just some old twine. A lot of times it seems like if you're by yourself, it's real hard to hook something up to get the pinhole just right, especially if your tractors are like mine and the emergency brakes don't really work on them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut me a piece of twine and I'm going to tie it to that pin, and I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Got this piece of twine cut about 4 or 5 foot. We're going to tie one end of it to this pin down here. Just like so. Now let me show you. Voila. Then just simply untie your string and you got it. One way to tell if a square baler or even the tractor has done a lot of square baler work, these holes right here that the pin goes through will be egg-shaped or ovaled. And even the hole in the drawbar will be ovaled because the baler sits there and constantly goes back and forth, back and forth. And if your pin's not the same diameter, it starts creating a lot of wear. Deere F925, 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel, 72-inch cut. Pretty fun toy to play with. Got a Gravely air ride seat. only thing it's missing is the John Deere emblem, but it's a pretty good machine. It's only got about 550 hours on it. One cool thing about this lawn mower is it has diff lock, just like a tractor. So like, it probably won't spin out. Let's put the deck down and see if it spin out. Well, actually made it up through it. We got the yard done, or at least the majority of it. As you can tell by those couple videos of the tractor pulling out of the barn and the mower, I swear I think everything we got makes some type of noise. But you know what? We keep it greased, it does what we ask of it, and we just try to take care of it the best we can. Yesterday, one of the home preachers preached a message at church talking about being happy with the things that God's given you. Now, God just hasn't threw out these tractors or anything to me, or these lawnmowers or whatever, but God has given me the ability to work to purchase them. It's real easy to look at other people's stuff that they've got that's not like yours and get jealous of it. And he used the story of Cain and Abel about how God was satisfied with Abel's sacrifice because he had gave his best effort. Cain did not give his best effort. He could have, but he chose not to. And Cain got jealous of that, and it ended up leading to killing his brother. Now, of course, not everybody, is going to get jealous of seeing somebody else's farm equipment haul off and kill them because of it, but they could develop feelings of jealousy. Just be happy with what God's given you or what blessings that God's given you and go with it. They may not be the best, but who cares? As long as you enjoy them, that's all that matters. Life is all about an outlook. If you have a positive outlook, your life's going to be good. But if you have a negative outlook, your life's going to be bad. But now, warning, negative people don't like positive people. So if you go here and try to be positive, there's always going to be people to try to put you down. Just enjoy life, people. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be miserable. It's not meant to be dreaded. We got the yard mowed, got the hay rake, got the hay baler hooked up. Right now what we're going to do, we're going to find us some lunch. I'm telling you guys, these are the best things ever. If you see them in the grocery store, pick up a bag. They are awesome. White cheddar Cheetos Puffs. All right, we got everything fueled up. Checked my twine, made sure I had plenty for no more than what we're doing today. We're going to head on over. Well, we got it through out in transport mode. I'm just going to get this out of this ditch first, and then we'll kind of get over to the better stuff. So what we'll do, we'll go through and we'll stack up bunches so that we can just pull the truck down the center. Now I know what you're saying. I've seen in the comments, well, it's a lot easier to have a hitch on your wagon, stuff like that. Yeah, it is, as long as you had somebody here to help you all the time, but a one-man crew can't run a wagon. So we kind of just work with what we've got around here. So we'll pull up a little, we'll just leave the truck running, and we'll throw some on. And what you do whenever you're stacking square bales, you start one direction. So like we'll stack the bottom layer this way, and then next layer we'll stack them this way. Then next. It just helps tie everything together. Well, we got all our hay picked up. We've just got it on the trailer. And we're just gonna pull the trailer in the barn and leave it for a couple days. I know the video was kind of a little bit everywhere today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, leave me some comments, and I hope y'all have a blessed day.